Imagine standing up from your favorite chair just like any other day, but this time your knee sends you a sharp, unwelcome message. A tightness, a swelling, a feeling like something inside just doesn't want to move. Suddenly, every step feels heavier, slower, less free. This isn't just pain, it's a quiet thief of your independence. And here's the hard truth: most people are told to rest more or take another pill. But what if I told you the real answer isn't less movement, it's the right kind of movement? Movements that don't just reduce swelling, but awaken the body's natural drainage system. Movements that help your knees stop fighting and start flowing. In this video, I'm not just showing you 5 exercises. I'm handing you 5 tools to take back your mobility, your strength, and your confidence. These aren't recycled routines. I'll explain why they work in a way you've likely never heard before. And the final technique, it's a little-known method I've taught privately for years now. I'm sharing it with you. Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Exercise 1, supported leg elevation, gravity activated. We often think of healing as something passive, lying down, waiting for the swelling to go away. But your body isn't designed to heal in stillness. It needs gentle, purposeful motion. And yes, it needs gravity. The right way. When fluid builds up in the knee joint, it's not just an inconvenience. It's a sign that your body's drainage system is stalled. You might not know this, but your calves, ankles, and even the muscles in your feet act as natural pumps for your lymphatic system. When you walk, flex, or lift, those pumps activate, moving excess fluid back up toward the heart. The problem: most people with knee pains stop moving and the fluid just stays stuck. This first exercise, supported leg elevation, isn't flashy, but it taps into something powerful. It uses gravity and micro movements to reactivate your circulation and gently drain fluid away from the knee. No squats, no stress, just a smart restart for your recovery. It's often the first thing I teach patients after swelling or surgery, not because it looks impressive, but because it works. It also prepares your body for the next steps by reducing internal pressure, relieving stiffness, and sending a signal to your nervous system. We're moving again. We're healing. This is the beginning of your comeback. And all it takes is a couch, a towel, and a few quiet minutes of intention. How to do it: lie on your back in a comfortable place. Your bed or a yoga mat works fine. Place your legs up on a couch, a chair, or a stack of pillows so that your knees are slightly bent and your feet are higher than your keyboard. Now slowly point your toes away from you, then flex them back toward your body. Do this gently, alternating both feet if you like. Aim for 25 repetitions per leg, breathing naturally. You should feel a soft squeeze in your calves. That's the pump in action. This movement may feel simple, but it has powerful effects, improving venous return, activating the lymph system, and signaling fluid to move out of the knee joint. Tip: if your legs start to feel warm or tingly, good. That means circulation is waking up. Do this once or twice a day, especially in the evening, to ease heaviness or swelling after long periods of sitting. Exercise 2, elevated knee extension, unsticking the stiffness. If you've ever felt like your knee was locked in place, you're not imagining it. When fluid builds up inside the joint capsule, it acts like glue, making your knee feel tight, heavy, or frozen. And here's the twist: this stiffness doesn't come from weakness. It comes from inactivity. Your knee is meant to glide. But when movement stops, the surrounding tissues, ligaments, tendons, and synovial lining start to lose mobility and hydration. The result: fluid pools where it shouldn't, and the joint loses its natural rhythm. This second movement, elevated knee extension, is designed to gently unlock that rhythm again. But instead of forcefully bending the knee, we work with gravity in the posterior chain, your hamstrings, calves, and behind the knee space to pull fluid away from the joint and retrain flexibility from the inside out. Here's the magic: by raising your leg and slowly extending the knee, you're triggering what's known as mechanical lymphatic flow, a natural suction created by the lengthening of soft tissues. Combine that with mindful breathing and light muscle activation, and suddenly your body becomes the best therapist in the room. People often skip stretches because they associate them with pain. But this one feels like release, like you're peeling off a layer of tightness one breath at a time. It's not about how far you can extend, it's about reminding your body that motion is possible again. And when that happens, healing gets momentum. How to do it: lie flat on your back, just like the previous exercise. Bend one knee with your foot resting flat. Now raise the opposite leg, keeping it as straight as you comfortably can. Use a towel yoga strap or your hands to gently hold the back of your thigh. From here, extend your knee, slowly reaching your heel toward the ceiling. Don't force it, stretch only until you feel light tension, not pain. Then relax slightly. Flex your foot toward your face as you stretch to engage the full leg. Repeat this for 10-15 reps per leg, holding each stretch for 3 to 5 seconds, and breathe deeply. Inhale while extending. Exhale while relaxing. Pro tip: keep your abdominal muscles lightly engaged for stability. This helps isolate the knee movement and prevents strain on your lower back. Practice daily to increase flexibility, drain fluid, and gently reclaim your knee's natural range of motion. Exercise 3. Isometric quadriceps contraction, the sleeping guardian. Behind every stable knee is a strong quadriceps muscle, the guardian of your knee joint. But as we age, and especially when inflammation sets in, this guardian often falls asleep. The result: the joint becomes vulnerable, unstable, and flooded with fluid. Here's the overlooked truth: the quadriceps doesn't just help you walk or climb stairs. It also compresses the joint space, assists in venous return, and plays a vital role in siphoning excess synovial fluid. When the quad is weak or inactive, your knee can't pump out the swelling on its own. That's why this exercise, isometric quadriceps contraction, is a quiet powerhouse. You're not moving the joint, you're simply pressing and holding. Yet behind that stillness is a full activation of muscle fibers that trigger neuromuscular wake-up and fluid dynamics inside the knee. In fact, studies have shown that regular isometric contractions can significantly reduce intra-articular pressure, especially in osteoarthritic knees, and increase proprioception, your body's sense of joint stability. What's beautiful about this technique is that it's safe even during a flare-up. You're not bending or putting weight on the joint. You're just reconnecting with a muscle that may have been asleep for years. And each time you engage it, you're telling your body, we're strong, we're stable, we're ready. Don't underestimate stillness. Sometimes the most powerful movement is the one you don't see but feel deeply inside. How to do it: sit or lie down with one leg extended in front of you. Place a rolled up towel or small pillow under your knee barrier for support. The goal is simple: press your knee down into the towel as if you're trying to flatten it gently. You should feel your thigh muscle quadriceps tighten and lift slightly. Hold for 5 seconds, then slowly release. Repeat this for 3 sets of 10 repetitions per leg, breathing deeply throughout. Inhale as you prepare. Exhale during the contraction. Tip: if you don't feel the quad activating much at first, that's normal. It may need a few reps to wake up. To increase difficulty over time, you can place a light weight, like a small rice bag, on your thigh during the press. Practice daily, especially in the morning or before walking, to build strength, improve drainage, and restore stability to the knee. Exercise 4. Straight leg. Raise from stillness to strength. If the first 3 exercises are about reactivating your knee's internal systems, this 4th one is about rebuilding your power carefully, safely, and with intention. The straight leg raise is more than a lift. It's a movement that tells your body, I'm ready to carry myself again. And here's what makes it special: it strengthens the quadriceps, stabilizes the hip, and mobilizes the knee joint, all without causing pressure inside the joint itself. Most people don't realize how connected their hip, thigh, and knee are. But when you lift your straight leg against gravity, you're not just working your thigh, you're also engaging your hip flexors, activating core stability, and triggering circulation throughout the entire lower limb. Scientifically, this controlled movement stimulates deep venous return, enhances muscular endurance, and improves the neuromuscular timing, the brain-body connection that tells your leg when and how to stabilize. But perhaps most importantly, it gives people back a sense of agency. The ability to lift your own leg, again smoothly with control, is symbolic. It means the body is no longer stuck in defense mode. It's learning to move with strength again. This is where confidence begins to return, not because the pain is gone, but because you're no longer afraid of it. How to do it? Lie on your back with both legs extended. Bend one knee and plant that foot flat on the floor. This helps protect your lower back. Now, with the other leg straight, tighten your thigh, engage your quad, and slowly raise the leg to about the height of your bent knee. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then lower it back down with control. Do 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions per leg. Important, your back should stay flat, don't arch. Engage your core lightly throughout the movement. Keep your foot pointed toward the ceiling for proper muscle alignment. If the movement feels too easy, you can add a light ankle weight, 1 to 2 pounds, or a small water bottle on your ankle. Done consistently, this movement doesn't just build muscle, it restores the ability and the belief that your legs can support you step by step. Exercise 5. Patellar mobilization and self-massage. Release to recover. Let's face it, most people ignore the front of their knee. They ice it, rest it, maybe stretch, but rarely do they touch it with purpose. That's a missed opportunity, because behind that swollen, stiff feeling is often a stuck patella, your kneecap surrounded by congested fluid, tight fascia, and microscopic adhesions that restrict mobility from the inside out. Here's the good news. Your hands can become one of the most powerful healing tools you have. Through gentle massage and patellar mobilization, you're doing 3 vital things: stimulating blood flow to nourish the joint, encouraging lymphatic drainage by physically guiding fluid out of swollen areas, releasing small adhesions that limit your knee's natural glide. Most importantly, this technique restores your connection with your knee, not as a problem to avoid, but as a part of you that's trying to heal. When you combine this with deep breathing and mindfulness, it becomes more than physical therapy. It becomes a form of self-trust. A moment of, I'm helping myself heal. Even many physical therapists don't teach this outside of clinical settings. But I believe you deserve to know how to care for your own body, especially when the answers are in your own hands, literally, how to do it. Sit on a firm surface with your leg extended and fully relaxed. Place your thumbs gently below the kneecap with fingers cradling each side. Start with gentle, circular motions around the patella, moving the skin and soft tissue, not just rubbing the surface. This warms up the area and improves blood flow. Next, using your fingers, glide upward from the top of the shin toward the thigh, guiding excess fluid up toward the lymph nodes. Do this for 1-2 minutes. Now gently move your kneecap patella up, down, side to side. These should be tiny, soft movements, not forced. Think freeing space, not pushing limits. Finish with full hand circular strokes around the knee, using a light oil or lotion like arnica or aloe to soothe the tissues. Practice daily after your exercises. This small ritual can make a big difference, not just in swelling, but in how safe your knee feels to move again. Real-world advice for older adults. Progress doesn't come from perfection, it comes from patience. At 60, 70, or even 80, your body still responds to consistency more than intensity. You don't need to do every rep perfectly or feel dramatic results overnight. What matters is that you keep showing up even on the days your knees feel stiff or your energy is low. Small efforts repeated often lead to lasting change. And remember, pain is not a failure, it's feedback. Listen to your body, respect its limits, and trust that healing, though quiet, is always happening when you move with care. Closing. Every step forward is a victory. You made it to the end, and that means something. It means you're not here to give up. You're here to take back control. If you've ever felt like your knees were holding you back from the life you love, from walking your dog, tending your garden, playing with your grandkids, or simply standing up without wincing, I want you to hear this clearly. Your knees are not broken. Your body is not done. It's simply asking for the right kind of attention. These 5 exercises aren't just movements. They're invitations. Invitations to reconnect with your strength, your rhythm, and your inner healer. Each small motion you make is a signal to your nervous system. I'm still here. I still want to move. I still believe in recovery. Will this journey be linear? No. Some days will feel easier. Others might test your patience. But if you stay consistent, if you treat your body not like a machine, but like an old friend worth caring for, it will respond. Slowly then, suddenly. And one day soon you'll notice it, the stairs won't seem so steep. That morning, stiffness fades faster. You'll stand taller, walk longer, and move with more trust. If this video helped you, leave a comment below, not just for me, but for others who need hope today. Your story might be the reason someone else decides not to give up. You deserve to move freely. You deserve to feel strong, and you're not alone on this path. Let's keep walking one mindful step at a time.